Initially, when I met him, I found him to be very honest, and he always presented all the facts to me, which I like, and then gave us a lot of freedom to choose which properties we were interested in, what our own evaluation of the property was, and then we could communicate back and forth about if I had any concerns or any issues regarding an escrow. I just found he always returned my telephone calls. He was very honest in any of my dealings with him, and he has a very high standard of ethics.
Throughout the whole process, he was very professional, and he really did a good job of talking about, he didn't try to hide any issues with the apartment building. I do recall there was an issue with the foundation being a bit cracked, and he brought things to our attention. He said the pros, the cons, the impact it could have been. He didn't try to sugarcoat or anything. He just was very straightforward in every regard, and I really felt like dealing with him, he was interested in not only making the sale but maintaining his credibility, which he absolutely did.
On a scale of 1 to 10, that's often how I use, in anything that I rate. I would say he's 9.5. He tries to just get at what each party is interested in achieving, and I had that experience, with him, with this problematic seller. But I think he negotiates on my behalf if I'm interested in doing a new purchase. He will list, the assets that the buyer has, the assets the seller has, or what the seller's looking for, so we can kind of try to find some common ground. And that's probably one of the finest characteristics. Outside of, I don't think he's misleading in any way during that transaction.
He knows his market very well, and if I had to summarise, he's very much a straight shooter, and that's what's important for me. He's not saying what I want to hear. He's giving you the situation as it is, and guidance how he can take the best advantage in positioning, considering the current situation. And that's what's important to me.
Terry has always been Terry is one. He's a very honest broker. He's kind of the consummate professional in the brokerage industry. He's a real kind of a student of the real estate market, especially multifamily. I'd say Terry. He's well versed in all aspects of real estate when it comes to multifamily, from sales, financing, management. He's very pragmatic. I think Terry treats his clients. He treats his clients very well. As a client of ours, he's treated us very well. Things don't always go perfectly when it comes to property management and running real estate. Terry understands that. He knows the game very well. He's just like I said, he's a kind of a student of the game of real estate. I think again though, what separates him, I've always been able to go to Terry and I know I'm not going to get a typical broker's response from him. I'm going to get the way he sees things, very straightforward and very honest, and I think again, high sense of ethics, I would say. I think the other thing that I've always found in Terry is, one, he's got a very balanced life. He doesn't just do real estate brokerage. I have a lot in common with him. He's the one that actually motivated me this year to climb Mount Kilimanjaro, which he did a few years ago. And so I've always had a lot in common with Terry, and really enjoyed the relationship with him over the years.
Well, when we sold our apartment, he did all of the negotiation. Well, in conjunction with me, he gave some recommendation on where we should be with the starting price, how we should, respond to certain offers based on his experience, the current market situation. I can't remember the details, but he wouldn't say, well, you should go in at 50k more or less or anything. He would just say, well, this is the situation. There's another 5 properties on the market. Yours is in the middle. You know, they're priced at this, that, and the other. And you could go here. This would be the consequence. You could come down here, and you know, maybe you're leaving money on the table. Maybe you want to consider coming back around something around here and here, but it's your ultimate decision. That's the sort of way he works. If he has a response, it's backed up by experience and the current situation, not just sort of gut feeling.